Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I will be receiving on June 22nd, 2023 using the printable version of the Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Okay, so I thought we'd start out in the monthly spread. I do want to say a couple things before we dive in. First, I apologize if the audio is a little wonky. I cannot find my mic, so I'm filming without one. Two, I don't know what happened with my setup, but for some reason you can see my tripod here and it's not allowing me to position my my budget book the way I normally would. So sorry about this little guy hanging out in the corner up here. But we are going to be talking about the paycheck I am budgeting for, which is for June 22nd. As you can see, I have been slacking off a little bit this month. I forgot to contribute to my 2023 savings challenges from the Budget Mom for the 10th and the 17th. So I do need to go back and do that before I get paid on the 22nd. I'm pulling that cash out of my cash envelopes. I do still have money in my cash envelopes as I'm filming this. I'm actually filming it on the 20th. I can check off this Netflix here because that did come out of my account. But yeah, I'm a little behind right now. But we are going to jump ahead to the paycheck budget tracker for my paycheck on the 22nd. And all my pages are getting all messed up. I'm a little bit of a mess right now, everyone, but we're going to roll with it. So let me zoom on in. And we're first, of course, going to talk about my income. I have been budgeting my income to be $3,100 for quite a while now. It's working very well for me, so we are going to stick with that. We do have multiple bills for this paycheck. So I'm going to be paying my Optimum, which I'm budgeting at $195, my car payment, which I'm budgeting at $460, my church contribution for $20, and then rent for July, which is $600. And if we add all of that together, it does equal $1,275. And if we subtract that from the $3,100 I budgeted my income to be, we're left with $1,825, which is going to come down to the envelope section, which is also the variable expense section of your budget paycheck budget tracker. So for me, I always have the same budgeted columns, the same categories and the same in the budgeted column for my variable expenses. That just works for me and my life and my budget. So I will be contributing $200 for groceries, $100 for eating out, $75 for gas, and $175 for miscellaneous. And if I add all of that together, it does equal $550. And if I subtract that from the $1,825 I was left with after paying my bills, I have $1,275 to bring up to the sinking fund section. So for the last couple of paychecks, I have been budgeting more towards travel. I'm not contributing to many sinking funds right now, so I'm deciding to push a little bit of extra cash towards travel to bump up that sinking fund. I do have a trip that I've already paid for that I'm going on at the end of July. I'm not intending on taking any more money from my travel envelope for that trip because I did pull out my half as well as my friend's half. And when she pays me back, I'm not going to put it in the envelope. I'm just going to use that as spending money for the trip. So hopefully I don't have to pull anything else out of the envelope. I'm not planning on doing that. If I do need extra cash, I'll use, my cash envelopes and stuff like that. So travel's going to be getting $450. Giving is getting its usual $50. And then I do have car maintenance on here. I think I mentioned in my last budget with me that I did spend some money for my car maintenance sinking fund for a couple different things. So this $79 is, I think, this was $65 for my AAA membership, and then like $14 because one of my tires was having like a slow leak and I had to get it patched. So all of my sinking funds for this paycheck do add up to $579. And if I subtract that from the $1,275 I was left with after my bills and my variable expenses, I have $696, which I'm going to bring down to the extra savings section and is going to go directly into my house savings account. Now, just as an FYI, once I put this $79 in my car maintenance sinking fund, it's going to be back up to the $1,000 I have it at for right now. So you're not going to be seeing that one again unless I spend from that envelope again. My goal for sinking funds is to start contributing to my 2024 sinking funds in July, but I may put that off for an additional month and start in August in order to put more towards travel. We'll see. I would normally show you my cash envelope breakdown, but as you can see, I forgot to do it. So that's just one more thing that I need to do before I actually get paid on the 22nd. I'm filming this on the 20th, so I do have a couple days to do that. This was a pretty chaotic budget with me. I'm not up to date on my savings challenges. I didn't fully fill out my budgeting worksheets. My tripod's in the way. I don't have my mic. But we got through it. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, even though it was a little bit hectic and wonky. If you have any questions about the way that I budget or the way that I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom, please don't hesitate to put them down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.